foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making...
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. On a man down, and it's Sanders. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Watch the run. Hustle. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 43. Any weapon.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stay with your man. The Mike. Watch it. Where'd he go? And watch that. And watch the ball. 57. Mike. 50.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Right here. Man left. Hey, 4 down.
Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
6 guard, check 6 guard. All go special, all go special. Hey, 0. Check 26.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Check 50.
First down, Seahawks.
Hey, alert. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Kill.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Check 50.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Lucky. Hey, Hatchet. Go on. You. Say on. Check. Hey, check. Watch 24. Watch twist.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. This time Wilson will throw. Flush to his right. He's going to have the first down past the 20. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Seahawks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check three, check three, check three.
On the carry, it's Barton. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
What's that? Mike 57. I'm coming. Shoot! That's it.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Mike's 57's right. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Jim.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Mike 57. Coming this way. Here we go.
Second and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
3 down. 36.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They'll set up a throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Complete to Dorsett. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Touch 50.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
380. Touch 50. Got it.
Here's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Crunch, crunch, ball, back, under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check it back or check it. Watch the safety creep. You go, though. You got tight. You off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check, 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 check. Check, put it to him. Check, Palmer. Put it to him. Check, Palmer. Get.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Dorsett making the catch. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, we got to get to the ball. Good job right there. Good job right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seahawks.
Out. Switch. Joker. Alert. He's checking. Crash. Check safety. Anyway, he's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Now it's Carson. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jannard Avery. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Wilson, completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Trump. Hey. 50 the mark.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 40.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Try to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners. They've had the receiver.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the Seahawks 11-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 47-yard line.
Good job right there. Good job right there. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Come on, D. Hey,
Throwing now is Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it's good! And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.